Ace here with 3/4 Productions. I'm about to get ready to get into some Photoshop. This was dedicated to friends and family, different people who's trying to learn, different people in my community trying to learn Photoshop. Um, we're going to start with the basics, and the basics would be opening up Photoshop. Now, we're going to go down here to Start menu. To it could be right here, Photoshop. And Photoshop, if it's not there, go to all programs to Adobe Master Collection, CS6 or whatever. You may have CS4. You may have CS5. We have CS6, which is the latest one out. Let's go ahead and go here to Adobe Photoshop, open it. And like I said, this is for the beginners. What you're gonna need to do is you need to have a picture, and your picture is gonna be saved somewhere in a certain folder that you have a certain picture saved, and you need to go in and go grab that picture. You need to know where you saved that picture. So let's go here to File. I have some pictures that I saved in my pictures, so we're gonna go here to File. To let's see, I'm gonna go to Open, and we're going to go to Pictures, and I got a couple pictures of myself. Here's one here that we had, what that I took when I went out to the wilderness with the family. Anyway, the first thing you want to do with your is also you need to know how big your project is going to be. You need to know exactly, are you doing business cards, are you doing flyers, are you doing posters, what are you doing here? So okay, this is my picture that I'm working with, and I'm going to go ahead and do a album cover. Okay, so an album cover, we know that an album cover is 5 by 5. Anyway, let's go here to File, go to New, and we got 5 inches by 5 inches. That's what an album cover is. It's 5 inches. Go ahead and name it, which is up top right here. And we're going to name it Test Album Cover. Okay, and make sure that your resolution is at like 350 and up or higher, because you don't want your resolution, you don't want to have pixels like those little squares all over the place. So okay, here we go. Press OK. All right, so now you have notice that it opened up another screen, which is my work area. This is my actual work area. This is a picture that I'm editing, and this is my actual work area right here. So what we're gonna do is um, we're gonna go ahead and go back to my picture that I had, which is this one of me in the wilderness. Um, and the first thing we want to do with our pictures is crop the picture, which is right here. Here's your cropping tool. All this on this whole side right here these are your tools. They're also, some of those tools are also up here with other tools, but these are your main tools that you're going to be working with right here. And let's see, we're going to go ahead and crop the picture. That's the first thing we're going to do, because we want to get rid of this here background, all the trees. You see my son there in the background. We want to get rid of this whole background and concentrate on just my picture. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the crop tool, which is right here. If you notice, it has it has 4 corners, and it also has in the middle of each corner. There's something in the middle of them, and there's something in the 4 corners. If you see, as I put my cursor over these, this is one right here is in the middle of the left corner. I can pull it, I can hold it down, left click it, drag it, hold it down to the right, left, move it around back and forth. As long as you're holding it down, left click it, move it over, and you want to move it over as close as possible, but not touching the your object of what you're trying to save, which is me right here. I don't want to touch my shirt. I don't want to touch my skin. I don't want to touch nothing when I'm cropping. I just want to get close to it. So we're going to go ahead and drag this side over, and we're going to drag the top down just a little bit. See, it's going right over my head right there. And then come over here to the right, left, right, the right corner here. There's a check mark. Go ahead and click that check mark, and there's your crop. Okay, now after you've cropped your picture, which, like I said, that's like the first step that you want to do. Now you want to go ahead and erase your background, because you have a lot right here. You see, well, hold on. I did want to let you know that you see up here it says scrub, zoom. Also, if you click on this tool right here, which is the top tool, your select tool, it says auto select and show transform controls. Well, you want those checked. Auto select you want checked, show transform you want checked, so that what happens is if I had two pictures there, and one picture was sitting right here and one picture was sitting right here, if I clicked on it, it'll let me show you right quick. Right quick. Let me get another picture. Bring another picture into the equation. Although I'm just bringing one in right quick just to show you right quick. Okay, now we have a picture here and a picture here. Two pictures on the same clip. Okay, now if I click on that select tool, if I click on this one, which is this one here, let me unlock it. Okay, which is this one right here. You see how it has the transform controls on the sides and on the top. Well, if I click on the other one, it selects it. It shows you that it's selected. But if you don't have this particular thing checked, then it's not going to show you that that's what you're working with, which one you're working with. It's good if you have that, then it'll show you which one you're working with. Not only that, it's just you want to be able to see these boxes so that later on you can resize and all that type of stuff, because you resize like this right here, you know, so you want that. And another thing that you need to get checked is you click on the magnifying glass right here, which is the zoom tool. You want to uncheck this scrubby zoom thing here, because usually it's checked. When it's like that, it takes the whole everything, and I don't want that. You don't want that. I uncheck it so that if I click on this, if I put a box around this eye, it'll give me that eye. That's what I want. So make sure you have your everything checked how it should be checked, and let's go ahead and get back to where we was at. Okay, we were on cropping. We just got through cropping the picture, and now we're going to erase the background. Okay, the background, if you click on these boxes here on the side on your tools, if you notice, it has a pop-out window with different types of tools. Like this is an eraser, and it has 3 different types of erasers. Your main eraser that you're going to use is this eraser, the eraser tool itself. You have a background eraser tool and a magic eraser tool. Yes, these are make some pictures easier, some pictures, and the reason why it's some pictures is because all pictures are not evenly colored. Like if you had a white background right here and you had this black shirt right here, you would pick the magic eraser tool and just take the white background out. Let me see if I can show you an example right quick. If I can find something right quick, and I'll show you an example of what I'm talking about real fast here, like this. Okay, say let's take this picture here. You see how it has the green background. Well, if I took the magic eraser to that green background, and I click on it, well, you see it took most of your green out. It's the tolerance up here that has to do with it too. How much tolerance? How much do you want to take it out? How much you don't want to take it out? If I would have had the tolerance up higher, it probably would have took out a lot more, a little bit more too. Let me try it. Let's go to 80. See how the tolerant takes out more. Now, that's when you're dealing with a more solid background though. And let me show you how the background eraser works. What it does is it has a circle with a plus in the middle of it. And then over here you have the size. You want to work with your size. Whenever you're doing any of these erasers, either you're working with the size or you're working with the tolerance. Okay? Now, with this eraser, whatever that plus is touching, whatever color that plus is touching, is what color it's erasing. As you notice, the circle is also on the chair, but it's not taking the chair out. But the plus is on the green, so since the plus is touching the green, that's what color that whole circle is going to take out. It's not going to touch no other color but that particular color. And those, like I said, those two erasers right there, they're good tools, but only when you have solid backgrounds. So let's go back to our project now. We want to erase the background of my picture here. Now, and we want the regular eraser tool. Now, when you click on the regular eraser tool and you start erasing, as you notice, it don't have the checkered squares in the background as you erase. That's not good. So what it is you want to come back over here to either one of these other eraser tools. Just click on it one time. As you notice, it has the checkered squares, and then go back to the eraser tool and you can start erasing, and it will erase your background like you need it to, as you can see. Now, in order to be, if you're doing graphics, if you're doing any type of graphic designs, you are a very patient person. You have to be patient, you have to be humble, you have to be very, 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 very patient in order to do graphics, because graphics takes time, just like drawing. If you were to sit down with a piece of paper and you're drawing, it's going to take time. So right now I'm about to get ready to erase this background. Notice that I'll be using different tools to erase the background, like say the zoom tool. I'll be using this tool right here because I'll be zooming in, zooming out. Like say if I was to zoom in somewhere, I'll be using this. See this here? Moving, it moves the whole, everything left and right. This one here moves up and down, up and down. You can also use your wheel on your mouse to move up and down. I'll be using that. I'll be using the let me see what else I'll be using. I'll be changing the size of my eraser a lot. You're gonna see a lot of them different. You have to, whatever's comfortable for you, whatever make it easier for you, whatever make it faster for you. It's all on you. And if you notice, the different types of erasers that are in this here dialog, this box here, you have a straight up eraser where it has solid on the outside. Then you have like a fade on the outside of some of them. There's many different brushes that you can use, eraser brushes that you can use, where that you can do. Photoshop is unlimited on what you can do. So anyway, we're going to use a regular eraser, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clean this background right quick. And if let's say you was to go off into a little hole like this right here, you want to be able to zoom into that little hole, get your eraser, bring your eraser down to the size of what you may need to get up in there, and bang. Alright, so y'all sit back, relax, go ahead and clean your project. You can pause the video, you can or whatnot. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed this video up as I clean this picture for you. So just sit back, relax, or go ahead and clean yours. Hello? Hey, man. Hey, how you doing?
What's up, man?
I got what you sent me a flyer, right? That you want. Are you read?
You got it? You got both pictures?
Yeah, I
Front
got.
and back?
Yep, it said that. I got it.
I just give you, I want to set up, some flyers,
Uh huh.
right? And, you know, just give you ideas because I know you have a beauty salon flyers, so I don't need, like, the address changed. Those are one of my flyers,
Okay.
right? So I
Okay.
moved, so I need a different address. Can you see everything on the flyer?
Let me. I just peeked at it just now as you were calling. I was gonna see if I can just now.
Let me tell you, let me hear that, about that banner.
Uh huh.
I'm going to try to have them drop. I'm not in Florida right now, but I want to get it done before I come back. So I'm going to have them, can you pass them, if I just pass them because somebody about a lot or something?
Say it again.
You could pass them pick up some money at the lot, right?
Oh yeah, on my way. Yeah, I can.
Not today because I didn't have them, but I'm going to somebody drop off some money at the lot.
Uh huh.
You can get it. So, and as soon as you get it, you can print it.
Okay.
Get that? But this is something different. I want to, also can you set me up with this?
I'm working on some graphics now. I can work that one in right as soon as I get through with this one right here. But right now I'm just doing a class right now online. But sometime this evening.
Alright, so set me up something. You don't have to use the same, I just say that so you can, kind of get an idea. Or if you guys got an idea, so you can still shoot them at me.
Oh, all right, that'll work.
But the only thing is that you may not know like the back way, the prices and stuff, so that's why I send you
Yeah,
this.
I don't actually. I don't know the new stuff and all that. So it'd be good if you send me as much as possible on that one.
Yes, I'm going to send you that flyer because we got prices and stuff. That's why I got you if you can read it.
So I'm gonna use kind of like that same format and that same everything I see, but maybe different pictures and all that though.
Yeah, alright, so it doesn't matter. Do your thing, because that's what I know you do.
Okay, I got you then.
Right? And then set me up or send me something, let me see what it looks like and if I like it. But when you do it, you still got, you gotta still call me when you're ready because I gotta change the,
Phone
the
number.
email. Yeah, I gotta change the name. We gotta be G Beauty Supply. I mean, G Beauty Supply and Salon and the Reed Spot. That's gonna be the name.
Okay, text it to me. Text it to me so I can get it later tonight, this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll text you that.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. Okay, let's say if you made a mistake on your last move or in one of your erasers and whatnot, you can go to edit, and you can either step backwards, which is what I usually do. I usually step backwards because you only have one undo eraser. So I just use this step backwards as far as you want to go back. But go ahead and press, I'm going to go ahead and press me a save on that. So, because I did all that work, I don't want to lose my work. So whenever you do a lot of work, make sure that you do your saves. Be sure to get your saves in, because if you don't, you will lose. Okay. On those album covers, the album cover is usually 4.75, I believe, but I usually make mine 5 inches. As I explained earlier, I just go ahead and put in 5 inches. And like I said, you may not be doing an album cover. You may be doing some business cards. And business cards is what, 2.5 by 3. Everything has its different sizes and whatnot, but make sure everything is set how it should be. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and finish erasing this background. As you notice, I went all the way around the subject, all the way around in every crack, all the way around everywhere. And it's just easier for me to do it that way. That's just how I do it. That way I can come here, I can go crazy over here. I may be able to take this magic eraser, take the tolerance zone up, and really knock out some stuff like that, as you see. But as you can see, there's stuff left. So what I usually do, in order to really see what's left, I'll go in here and I'll grab me a background, and I usually would grab a black background, and you can put that background over here is where you can make your layers. Like if I want that background in front, I put it on top of it, or if I want it in the back, I put it behind it. As you can see, it left all kind of stuff back here. So you want to erase that. You want to make sure you erase everything on your background, and this is how you can tell by putting a black background on your picture. And how you do that, you grab this here rectangle tool and go ahead and just drag, hold down to the corner, from one corner to the next corner, and drag all the way down, and that's how you're gonna make your rectangle. And all you're doing is you're just making another layer. That's just a layer just to see what's going on behind you, what you have erased, and what's still left to get rid of, so that you can see, because you can't see everything. Can't see everything, and that helps out a whole lot to be able to see. And it looks like everything's pretty clean. You can see it's not perfect. It's not perfect. Like up in here, you see some glitches here and there. You know, but you know, the regular eye can't see that type of stuff. So anyway, I know that everything is erased on my background. This is Ace, and that was my tutorial on Photoshop CS6, erasing backgrounds, and it was on cropping, erasing the background, and that was the getting started on our project. Hopefully it was helpful. Till next time, to the next one. The next one we're gonna put a background to our cropped picture, cleaned picture. Till next time, Ace 3/4 Productions. I'm out. Take care. Be blessed.